If you are an earth angel or a light worker or just someone with a big heart, you may have been admonished or judged for loving someone that lives in darkness or someone who is falling short of living in the light. Um, you know, Oftentimes you may be someone who has been told you should have been more discerning, or why didn't you see this coming, or how could you put up with this person for so long, or um, you sure know how to pick them. You know, I think that that has a lot to do with the fact that being very emotionally sensitive, earth angels, we can be attracted to the light that we see in someone that others may never witness. We can see the light, that little bit of a glimmer attracts us because we are bent on pursuing, or I'm sorry, we're drawn to that light to try to increase it, to try to see if we can open them up to be even more light, to be to come toward the light, so to speak. Being emotionally sensitive is a gift to us all. Anyone out there who is emotionally sensitive, who has a big heart, that is not a problem. That's not the problem. We need more people like that. We don't need to make someone feel bad for loving ever. It feels like victim shaming to me, adding insult to injury. You've been hurt. Here you are with a broken heart. And sometimes it's your best friend. Sometimes it's your family. And sometimes it's the people that are closest to you that will say to you, I saw that coming. Why would you put up with this? They're not you. They couldn't see in that person what you saw. So, no, they don't see why. And you can say that to them in response. I know you don't see why. I don't expect you to see why. In fact, it's really not their business to see why because it was your relationship and they are not in that relationship. I just don't want you to, you know, absorb the judgment, absorb the labeling of you being someone that's stupid, dim witted, naive, or whatever you want to. Because sometimes, not sometimes, you may know most of the time exactly what you're dealing with, but it's the draw. Even though that person's in a dark spot or of the darkness, there's a draw there for you to try to share your light, you know? But you should draw the line. And definitely, I'm not telling you in any way that there is not a line to be drawn when it comes to all this love you have to give. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But I wanted to say, take full responsibility for loving so purely and so trusting and for being so trusting. Those are things that you need to own. Own it. Be fierce about your love. Yes, I love with a full heart. I'm not ashamed of that. I give myself completely, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Now, I want to hone in on a particular sector, which is, you know, what they would call basically daddy's girls or girls without dads, being damaged because of the absent father. A lot of these women will be labeled particularly. It's actually something that you take on yourself, as in, yeah, I am damaged. That is why I get into bad relationships or I'm allowing myself to be mistreated. Let me give you another perspective on that. I think that when you have to live this life experience without a father, your heart can have a million slits in it. allowing for a lot of light to fill up that heart and just pierce that heart and just flow through that heart. So then you're left with, yes, a more sensitive heart, a more willingness to love. You have a lot of love in you, but that's not damaged. Having that full heart, that big heart, with all of that glowing light in it, that's pierced with lots of light in it, is not a damaged heart. It's a heart that's ready to be appreciated and ready to appreciate others. That's the divine preparing you to love in a high vibrational way. A lot of people may not be prepared for that kind of love, but you're not damaged. You're just ready to love. And I don't think that you should be judged for that, or I don't think that you should absorb that something is wrong with you for that reason. And don't stop loving. Keep loving. Move forward and love someone else. Even the dark need love. Or how are they ever going to become light? Should this world be divided between dark and light? Should we just draw a line in the middle and say all the people that want to live in darkness live over here and all the people that want to live in light live over there? No. I don't think that that's what's intended for this world. I think that we are supposed to love each other and show others how to love. But yeah, there is a line that can't be crossed. Because the divine wants you to love yourself. Above all, paramount, the divine does want you to have self-love. That is a very important relationship, the love of self, and not allowing anyone else to abuse you or mistreat you or disrespect you. That's where you draw the line. But there are some that will convert, believe it or not. Some can come from a bad space, dwelling in darkness, to the light, where they want to love others, where they want to live righteously, where they want to live a good life and leave all those negative things behind. That can happen, but if it does not happen, then you need to exit. Never sacrifice your heart or your welfare or safety to love someone else. You know, after you exit and you move on, then you may want to try again. You want to try and love again, and you should. When you get hurt, don't take that as a message that I am not worthy of love, or I don't know how to choose someone to love, that I'm just going to keep getting hurt again and again and again. Approach it with that same love that you approached the previous relationship. Go forward with that same full heart, trust, and willingness to be authentically you, vulnerable. Be you in all stages, in all things, with any person. Just being yourself is the way to be. And if the next time you get hurt again, don't fall apart. Whether someone hurts you intentionally or unintentionally, grieve. You know, it's a loss. Take that loss. But then move forward. Because it's time to love again. Now, when and if you do get hurt in a relationship, just remember that that person is not here for you. You were not born for them. You can love each other, but you belong to God. You belong to the divine. So no matter who enters and exits your life, you will always be loved by God. And that no one can take that from you. And you just move forward knowing that you are God's and you are loved no matter who sees it. And to be honest with you, no matter who you're with, they won't see you the way that God sees you, the way that you see yourself. Even on your best day, your partner can only appreciate portions of you. It's as if they can't really see the whole you or appreciate All of you. They may be very appreciative. You may have a very loving partner and they may recognize all of your good traits, but there's some parts of you that they just won't be able to see. And that's okay. You see those parts of you. God sees those parts of you. You honor it just as well. It's beautiful. Some things are a mystery, some things are just for you. So, no matter how broken you may feel after a relationship ends, no matter how you may feel that, hurt inside, always remember they can't break you. Knowing God loves you, that's really all you need. So, spread your love, and no one can break you.